Hey guys, Doug back again with another in our 1x1 series as not promised. I said I was going to do something different, but I changed my mind because I got farting around with little bunnies. Cute little bunnies. Little critter to add to our little forest animal group. So yeah, little cottontails and a 1x1, 2 inches long. So a cute little package. Ears are back to fit into the 1x1 that way, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And yeah, you're gonna make more than one. They're as with all these little guys, they're super addictive. So let's make some bunnies. So we're gonna start with a 1x1 by 2 inch long piece of basswood. Okay, so that's 50 millimeters by 25, right, square. So as we do, we're going to put lots of center lines all around here. All right, so we got that way, and we're going to go this way, all the way around. All right, there we go. Just not the bottom. And then 2 inch, we're going to do it at 1 inch again. And this is no cut is going to be made on this 1 inch line. It's just our reference line. And yeah, we'll get into that, but let's get my knife here. I'm going to use a little, I don't even know, how do you measure these things anyway? Because is it cutting edge or length of blade? If it's the length of blade from the handle, it's 1.5 inches, but if it's cutting edge, it's only 1.25 inches. But anyway, it's an OCC Tools little knife, and I like it. And also these little things, I highly recommend getting your carving glove on, but for the sake of filming, I'm not gonna. All right, so we got our center mark on the top here. What we're gonna do is, let's say this is the nose, all right? Okay, so let's keep that as the front, all right? So we're going to do the ears here, and we're going to look at that center line, and we're going to say, let's just sneak it past 1/8, all right? Another 2 or 3 mils, all right? We're going to make a little cut on the top here, okay? And what that is the back of our ears, okay? So just past that center line to the back, all right? The same thing, we're going to come down. Just like so, just marking it out, okay? And then we're going to make some marks on the bottom. Okay, we're gonna get some shape to this guy. So let's take. We know this is the front now. So on the back side, we want an angle, like that. Okay. So let's just take that down. So that's, what is that? 3/16 ish, or 5 millimeters. But we're just gonna take that angle to the center line. This is why we're gonna have lots of center lines. All right. And again, just rough. If you're a millimeter out, no one's going to know any different, all right? But just to give that little back leg cant. See that? Okay. And then our center line again. We got a nice big bushy tail, okay? Bigger the better. Don't go too small. So let's go a nice 3/16 on each side, all right? I'll call it a 1/4 inch in again, like so. So we're just driving a little square on there. Same here, okay? So basically we just drew in a square, okay? Then I'm going to take that front edge, same idea. I'm just going to come down just like the ears. Bring that down. Like so. And the same thing on the back here. This isn't quite as easy in the end grain, but then we'll go right from that center mark up. Okay? Just kind of coming up on an angle, just like so. See that? And now we're going to take our knife on those lines there, and for now we're just going to go straight in. We're going to touch those angles. All right? It's one side, the other side. All right? We're just going to come across. So, see that? Same on this side. And that is our rough tail. Okay? Let's move on up to the front here. Same thing on the bottom here. We're going to come up, and I'm going to show you as we do this. We're going to do this little cut right here, under the chin and to the front of the feet. We're going to do that about 3/8, 9 mil. What do we call that? 3/8, 5/16, 3/8. Yep, that'll work. Okay, and the same thing. We're only going to come up a little bit, like so. Just going to go straight in. Take that out. Come down. Just like so. Okay, there we go. Now, our ears, let's grab a bunny here. It's hard to explain otherwise. You can see that angle coming down here, so we're going to take that down. Like I said, that nose is, well, I went the wrong way. That's the nose, above that, okay? So we're going to bring that down, just a sloppy angle. Okay, so I'm going to leave a little bit of the flat up here, and just go let's say as much as we went behind the line, we'll go ahead of the line and bring it down. Right? Just going to leave a little flat area on top. Keep her nice and square. That's why those lines are always nice. Always nice to have lines to keep you straight and in line. Right? Just like so. Okay, and we can take some of these corners off now too. Right? Big healthy corner. All right, now we've got this. Let's take all the corners off, right on the tail end too. Big healthy 1/4-inch facets, right? Like that. Even come down this way. Nice. There, now we're getting some nice shape. Okay. What I want to do here, let's take that center line. See that? Should have brought that around there. I want to thin the front of the mouth area by about 1/8 of an inch. Yeah. What's 1/8 of an inch, you say? 1/8 of an inch is about 3 mil. So just from center here, let's just thin that down. It's only a couple of little cuts here. Keep it nice and square. That's what I say, get their carving glove on. These little pieces of wood. Slippery little fellas. Alright, see that? We have a little angle on there. Looks a little wonky. Looks a little wonky. We'll straighten her out a bit. Alright. Good. Let's put our center line back on. Now, the fun part. Look at these legs. These legs are a series of cuts. They come up, across, over, and this is all, there's no measuring. This is just somewhat guesswork, right? So I'm going to come, there's my center line. So why the center line? Like I said, it's just a line to guide. We want about that much space. So what is that on the center line? That's only 1/8 of an inch on each side of the line. See that? And then we can take again, a line across there, which is, no, that's like 3/16-ish, 5 mil again. Again, you can probably just eyeball it. A healthy 1/8. All right. Okay. So now we got these big haunches on there. So let's just draw it on. Kind of guess where we want to be at the top would be like here. See that? So if I take that point there, bring it around to here, look at that, and that, maybe a little bit forward. We want a nice healthy back leg there, all right? And the same for the front. The front is pretty simple. We're just gonna go like that, like that. All right? It'll all make sense in a minute. Okay, so let's separate these feet. All I'm gonna do is come up that way, in and back. All right. Flatten that out. Same thing on the other side. In. That's that first line that we drew. All right. Okay, we got it. See that? Just a little separation. Okay, now on these little haunches here, I'm going to stick my knife in, right in there, that way, and that way. Okay, then I'm going to come from here, I'm going to take my knife, go around, right to the front of the foot, and hopefully most of that pops out. See that? Give it a bit of an angle. Take that point off. Angler down. Across. Clean off the pencil marks, but that's about it. See that? The same thing on this side. Stick my knife in. Nice and deep. Nice and deep again. Back. Okay, take my knife from there and just come around the front there, like so. Take the point off, give it a bit of an angle, and clean off the pencil marks. We got another haunch there. And we'll shape the feet a little bit better after, but same thing over here. Front leg, just gonna come in like so. Just a little V cut right there. And yes, that is the bottom of the snout there, so we can come across like that, and pop it all out. Angle, bring that up. Okay, Okay, that's rough, but it's there. Same thing here. Like I said, these are just simple little lines at the bottom. See, I got that split. I gotta take that out. It's the same height as the bottom of the chin. Okay, so we're gonna come across your knife. I'm gonna come down, pop it out. Pop all of it out, he says. Come on. Okay. And it's a little cut up here. Come down. Just clean her all up. We're just going to angle off his feet. Okay, that's rough, but we can now just kind of round the feet over like that. See that? A bit of angle there, angle back. Get the pencil marks off. Okay. Put that way. Foot, back foot, angle there. That's where we're at. Alright, while we're here, let's give that tail, we got a little square bob of the tail, take the corners off it, undercut it. Just give it some nice facets all around, taking all the corners off, pencil marks, corners. There we go. One little cottontail tail, alright? Clean up that top edge. Alright. I'm just giving some little facets on the leg. Just taking all that uncut wood off, right? This way. If it doesn't work one way, go the other way. But anyway, let's go to our ears now. I'm going to take the corners off of here. Right. Kind of bring that facet down. Okay. And the top, let's do some nice big facets. See that? Nice big 1/4 inch or more facets. Kind of getting some shape to our bunny, narrowing the mouth area here. Alright. Then we're going to come back. Oh, if that was let's see how that is here. That's what we're going to do. So we want a little spot right there. So what is that? From the snout, we can go in about 5/8 of an inch. All right, healthy half. Just put a little tick right there with our knife. All right. That just gives us a little spot. So if I want to mark the center line, I'm going to bring that center line down, and we're going to split the ears. All right, like so. And also, we're going to bring them up on the side. up or down, I guess. Right? So let's do that right now. Clean that up a little bit. Bring that facet around if you can. Side. See what I mean by bringing the facet around? I'm going to cut it around. I want to line it up with that back facet. And we have a nice little swooping little line there. Okay, and now the big cuts. Some nice big cuts here. Right in. Splitting those ears. Cut it twice, make sure you get deep enough. And we're going to follow that back line here. And hopefully we'll just pop it right out. A little bit of cleanup. There we go. Clean up. So you can see, he's really got his butt up in the air. Look at that. Okay. Now, with those ears, let's put some, just knocking the corners off. We can undercut a little bit inside if you can reach. Just a little bit cleaner on my brush. Come on. There we go. All right. Now you can see our ears are facing, they're open out. That means we need a nice flat area on each side. All right? So what we're going to do, and that's going to remove that little bump that we made too. So put your knife on there. Just like so. I got a little whisker in there. There we go. There we go. Then I'm going to draw a line on the center of each one, like that. Maybe a little bit. Bring them over just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just kind of bringing that just over to the side a little bit more. Just so you can look into the ear. Yeah. Okay. What are they saying? Put a center line in there. And there. Yeah. Stick my knife straight in. Then I'm just going to take a little swooping V-cut on one side. Same thing on the other side. I'm just opening up that ear. Alright? One side. And the other side. Getting that ear opened up. Okay, that's where we're at right now. And so you can see we gotta get down to the snout. So we're gonna, what's a good example? I'm gonna thin this down a fair bit. See that? Look at it from the side. Alright, so bringing the snout down. sides in too. Make sure it's fairly even. See that shape? Knocking the corners off again. See how I've got these facets on each side of the nose? That's where the eyes are going to sit. So we do want them, all right? Before we get too far here, I was making these. I have a whole graveyard of dead bunnies that didn't work out, and I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. They just didn't look right. And it wasn't until I figured out this line here, separating the head from the body. I had them, they look like Thundercats. They were all like one piece. So if we go from the front of the front foot here, right, and go right up just into the ear a little bit, right? Same thing, right? Just like that. And we're going to do not a real 45, we're going to do a long angle there. Let's put my knife in. A long angle from each side. See that? And that just separated that head, right? Right into that. Look at that. Okay. Same thing here. We get right in. Long angle. I'm going to thin that, soften the front of that leg into the body. Clean that up a little bit there. It's a little rough. Alright, see that? Now we've separated the body from the head. Alright. It's a little spot we can give a little shadow. Anytime we can take an extra shadow, we'll take it. So we just kind of undercut up into the head there. Okay, so that's our basic shape. Now, let's, we're going to lose that right now. Let's just cut her off. Alright, we'll just kind of round. Don't want a real sharp edge on that. Alright. So, let's look at our bunny head on. So all that is, if that was our center line here, it's a V cut each way. A little line there. We'll come down, but we're going to come back up on the outside. Alright. So let's just start at the nose. Stick a knife in, come up. Other side. Join it. So we got a nice sharp nose there. Okay. We're going to do just a little V cut there. Okay. It's okay to come past that line because we're actually going to come down now. We're going to come up. Right? Just a whisker on the side. Like that. See? We can take a little sliver if you want there. Then we're just going to round off the bottom. So it's going to be a little bit undercut on the bottom. See it? Alright. Take my pencil lines off of there. Alright. Now, our eyes. We got to look at our heads again. Where's my favorite one here? This would be my favorite one. So we got those two planes, right? So when we look at that, that head's a little bit wide. So I'm going to thin that down a little bit. All right. Thin it down a little bit. And then I'm going to look at that nose, and I'm going to come right down. And put a nice matching planes on each side of the nose. We'll look at it. I'll give it a little swoop there too. All right. And again, it's just guesswork where the eyeballs go. Let's say I wanted to have the eyeball here and there. You could just paint that on right there if you wanted to. Put a little eye burner or something. But I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put a little U cut like that. Look at it from the top. Say, oh, a little bit low. It's kind of hard to match these. Alright. So I'm just going to follow that line with my knife. Alright. And then I'm going to undercut it. Just not too much. Just to basically taking the pencil line and a little bit extra off. See that? Just make that little slice. Do it on this side too. Just going to undercut that line. Right. Now, let's say we wanted, that was our eyeball there again. Remember? In the center of those. All I'm going to do is going to take my knife. I'm going to put a cut on each side of that line. And that's the size of my eyeball. See that? So that's about 1/8 of an inch across. Let's do it on this side too. I got my, where I think my eyeball is. So I'm going to put a cut one side, a cut on the other side. Alright. Now, I hate drawing all these lines, but I'm going to. Now I'm going to cut up underneath like that. Just cut underneath of it. You'll see. I'm going to cut down. Alright, so we got a square little eyeball left. And basically, all I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in front of the eye, pop out a little chip. All right? Pop a little chip in the back. And then I'm going to round that. I'm going to flatten the eyeball. I'm going to round the eyeball. It's a real finicky thing, so if you're not comfy with this, just go ahead and paint a big black ball on there. It'll probably look as good, to be honest. So finicky. So finicky. Alright, see that eyeball? I'll put a little dark spot on it just so you can see it better. I know it's hard to see. Alright, let's do this side. So what I did was a little V cut there, pop the chip out. And just kind of shape the eyeball. I'll give you my little dot there. This one looks a little bit smaller, so I'm just going to open up that top a little bit. Look at it again from above. It's okay, a little bit deep on the side, but all right. We'll just open his mouth just a hair or two. Take a little chip out of there. Just a little bit. Okay, look at that. Look at that. We're getting there. So I'm going to go look at the body here. We got some points and stuff. Just going to put some facets all around. Hello, train. Noisy. Actually got a window open. It's actually a nice day. All right. Same thing over here. Just gonna pop some facets. Give the paint something to reflect on. All right. All right. Round these feet off a little bit too. They don't have to be so square. Bring them in. Okay. We are almost there. Clean that up a little bit. So we got to separate the legs on the back. So we got big haunches here. So we're going to give a fairly healthy 1/4 inch-ish. Right there. Just cut, 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 flatten. That's all we're going to do. See that? We just separated the back legs, front legs, a little bit skinnier. All right. This one here, we're going to smooth it in with the bottom of the chin here. Soften that all together. See that? Okay. I'm just looking over our little bunny here. You can just go around and take off any super sharp edges, but it is a flat plain bunny, and that's exactly what we want. We want facets, but we also want the detail, right? So I would say, we got a bunny. Spray bottle here. Some water on it. That's a good looking little bunny. I'm gonna join the rest of them. All right. So there you go. When I painted these guys, all I did was I took a brown, watered down a brown. You pick your own brown, whatever color you want. I almost did a pink one and a blue one, so don't worry about the color too much. But I painted the whole thing just solid one color. Then I took some cream and put some cream in the ears and the tail and around the mouth area. All right. And then I looked at it, thought, it looks pretty good, but maybe just do a little bit of dry brushing so you can see some more than others. Just a very light dry brushing of white paint, or beige paint. Nothing is white. The only thing that's white is the dots on the eyes, solid white. But there you go. There you go. Always gotta. I could sit here and play with this for a few more minutes, but that's the gist of it. I'll get that arm. So I just put that arm back. Do the same thing here. Bring that just in. There we go. I like that better. Bring the shoulders of the front arm into the head. All right? Anyway, there you go. It's fun. And there is our little bunny. Fun little whittle from a 1x1. And yeah, I dare you to just make one. It's so addictive to have a whole bunch of little bunnies running around. But anyway, I have no clue what's next. I realize that a lot of these tutorials is starting to peter down as the weather gets nicer out, and maybe I'll have some surprises coming up. But definitely, like I promised last time, I want to do a bark video. So who knows what's to come. See ya.